And howdy folks, today we are at the Waldport City Hall and we are here to put in a public records request for several things, including Mr. Cutter's resume, employment contract, 6 months of pay stubs, and his absence record, as well as some other things, as well as a complaint against Mr. Cutter for violating state law in regards to public record law, chapter 192, and misrepresenting the city's policy, along with other items there as well. Let's get into it. Hello, Mr. Hogan.
Hello there.
I was wondering if I could get a public records request form, please.
That's done online.
Just same as last time, print it off and I'll fill it out, please. Awesome, appreciate it. Thank you.
There you go.
Awesome, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alrighty there, folks. We are finished filling out their form. I do want to note that they felt the need to give me this. Must include name, address, signature, and telephone number of the person making the request or their authorized representative. We know that's not true. We also have this complaint. I will be getting more into the different sections there as well here in a little bit. On the first page of the personnel policies, if we look at the bottom line, we will notice that protected activities is listed as a means of harassment. In section D of the personnel policy, social media, I have gone through and underlined some key points. In the second paragraph, employees shall not create and post any text, moving to the next point, that violates security or confidentiality. Revealing someone's name on social media that has made a public records request, I think would do that. I would also argue that neither Mr. Cutter nor Mr. Dunn, the council president, were explicit that the views expressed are those of the individual and not representative of the organization. There is more in between it all, and I encourage you all to read it, but if you go down to the bottom, it states very clearly, city business shall not be discussed nor referenced in personal social media accounts, which I think sums up the entirety of this problem quite nicely. If we look at section E, workplace privacy and confidentiality, it says employees must not access, use, or disclose sensitive or confidential information or data except in accordance with city policies, practices, and procedures. I believe that's self-explanatory. In section F, it says employees of the city are subject to the state of Oregon ethics laws. In ORS chapter 244.040, section 4, one could argue that by going into the comments and chats of social media with his personal account with city business, it was to further the public official by trying to do damage control for his illegal actions. In chapter 6, workplace rules and prohibited conduct, I go over some things I find in violation, such as number one, falsification of city records when he edited my public records request without authorization. Number six, engaging in criminal conduct while at work. 15, misrepresentation of city policies, practices, and procedures. 16, violations of organs ethics law. Number 17, violation of any safety, health, and security or city policy, rule, or procedure. Number 18, harassment or discrimination that violates city policy.
And we're just going to do it. This is the bill she wanted me to turn in, and then the time sheet. I remembered and I got it done. Yeah. Practice, practice. Yeah. It is. You guys okay? Glad to hear it. Keep up the good work.
You mind if I ask you a question, ma'am? On camera?
Pardon me?
Mind if I ask you a quick question for an interview here? What do you think of them not allowing a public comment for the last 3 months?
I'm a public employee, I can't answer
She's an
that.
employee.
Oh, okay. What's your capacity for the city?
Library clerk.
Library clerk? Okay.
Yeah, Pam.
Nice to meet you, Pam.
Yep.
All right. Just want to turn those guys in. One complaint and one public records request compiled by several people.
Compiled by several people.
Yep, it is being put in on behalf of several people, yes. Who do not wish to have their names given.
Yeah.
It is going to be submitted anonymously. You guys have to accept
You
it.
know what, I'm not gonna argue with you, I'm just gonna, this is her.
All righty.
All right, so let's see. Third Citizens, mailing address, Rebel West American Coast at Gmail.
Same email you guys been hitting me back at, yep.
All right, sounds good. I will send you a receipt of submitted.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So do you have any comment about the fact that Dan Cutter claims that the city policy is different than the state ordinances, even though the ORS specifically outlines that cities cannot have their own policies, that is a statewide mandate?
I'm sorry, I have no comment today.
You have no comment on that?
No comment today.
Okay.
But I will make sure you get a receipt. These are received, scanned, and filed, okay?
Appreciate it.
Anything else I can do for you?
No, I don't believe so, unless you want to talk about the fact that, I heard there's going to be a meeting on the 22nd, a budget meeting.
Right, I think that will be announced on our website once it's finalized.
Speaking of it being finalized, I heard that it may not even be open to the public. You guys are just going to Zoom it. Is that what's happening?
I'm not sure of that either. So once it is decided, it will be available to the public on our website.
Mm-hmm.
And notified, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, people are getting really unruly and upset that you guys are continuing to shut down these city council meetings.
Right, I am not the correct person to be talking to about this, so,
Well, I guess feed it up the chain then.
okay, I can do that.
All right. You have a good day.
Thank you.
Well, we'll see how that goes. See you on the next one, folks. Have a good one.